Hello and welcome to the pre-show. How we doing? My levels are a little janky right now. We're green. We're in the green. We got this. We got. Ooh, hold on. Let's start. It's not 8 minutes. Let's go backwards. Hit the play button. How are we all doing? All right, everybody. Uh, all right. There's some fantastic stuff happening. You'll have to come back Monday for a bigger explanation of everything. Uh, but we got some stuff happening. Okay, hold on. Like it's a little droppy. All right, so hold on. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. We're gonna fix it. Output. Let's go down here like this. Okay. Apply. Stand by. All right, that fixed. It fixed a little. It's still not great. All right, we're gonna play with it a little bit, but it looks like levels are uh, shouldn't be droppy. Well, a couple of things. The camera works better, doesn't seem so jumpy, but the video itself looks like it's working real hard right now, and I don't understand why. So it should even itself out a little bit. Like it's getting there. Like I keep playing with the settings. One of the settings I keep playing with is the video bitrate, and I'm curious if you guys even notice a difference in the video quality when I adjust it downwards. Like if I adjusted it twice, like has the quality of the video changed at all? That's what I'm always curious about. Because it doesn't look real bad on this screen, but everything evened out. So my drop rates are evening out, so we're good. Um, Dude, we're coming up on 3 weeks, 3 weeks, and we're done with year two. Like it is fantastic. There's so much stuff happening. Um, we got art, we got yearbook, we have award show, we have Monday location changes. Like we might have a new location coming into year three. It is going to be amazing. Uh, I'm super excited. I have no idea how or what I'm going to do with all this stuff. Um, what's interesting is as we wrap up year two, it's just crossing some T's, dotting some I's, um, and a little bit of a wait because we got to process the book and then into putting the show together. So like those are simple. The scripts for everything is like 90% there. There's a couple of hidden awards I want to give out that at the right scripts for. Um, the book, like I said, is almost done. The idea, right, is like I'm almost done with year two. You just have the award show to really just end out the whole thing. But then I'm already looking at day one of year three. What do we do? Um, I think quasi phoning it in for Monday, but I got some examples of some things that I'm working on for year three. Um, if everything works out correctly, um, hey, look at that. Joyce Ann is here. Um, so it's gonna be interesting. We're still in the summer. Liam's gonna be out of town for 10 more days coming up in a couple of weeks. Um, Kelly, Megan, Sophie will be gone for 10 days next weekend. So with some of the 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 time that I'm gonna be alone, instead of sad dadding it, like it's going to be like setting up the new location. Um, in theory, it's gonna be weird. There's some mind pocket stuff, so I'm not gonna go too much into um, what year three is gonna look like. But oh, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so good. Uh, we did get an email from Matthew C, who was gonna he attended the. Oh, am I talking really fast? I feel like I'm talking really fast. Matthew was at the panels at Fan Fusion. He's the one that emailed last week saying that he was getting the new recorder and he was going to start recording. I checked in on him earlier this week. He had replied earlier today, and there was life kind of gets busy, right? So life got a little bit busy, and then some tech issues. But it was one of those things where reading the email, it was kind of like he kept finding some of these tech issues and then realized he's like, I just have to hit record. What was really interesting about that panel is podcasting is a superpower. The what we did the whole presentation and we ended it with, you just have to hit record, and um, he's at a point. Matthew, I don't know if you're here. By all means, please hit the chats. I sent him the link. Um, but what's interesting is he's remembering that all he has to do is hit record. Uh, Typical stuff that we heard from the con. A little nervous, not sure what he wants to talk about. Um, some of the flow stuff. And Megan and I, we both said, just record and just let it happen. Um, if you go back early episodes 1 through 5, very scripted, had outlines. Um, and we butted against it a little bit. Um, I still do like I still do a lot of episode prep, but not so much in your face, and leaves a lot of room for some wiggle. So, Matthew, if you're here hanging out, go back. If you listen to this later, you're this close. You're this close. Um, Hit record. Record 20 minutes. Um, Anybody out there listening, I will come on your show anytime. Let me know. You want to come on this show? Anytime. Let me know. So as soon as Matthew records, we'll have some kind of recording with him, whether it be, I don't know if live is, I haven't figured out how to work live yet. Like, how do I turn this box into a live video feed? I don't know that yet. But that's a year 3 project. But Matthew, he's so close. He's this close. Um, I think he there's no more obstacles in his way. He said he's going to try to record by Sunday. So no pressure. You take as much time as you need to. But we're all excited to see what you come up with. And yeah, we'll kind of just go from there. But it's one of those things. As soon as you get it recorded, um, then I'll come over and play. You come over here and play. Uh, the most fun are those early episodes, is kind of figuring out where you're at. What the interesting thing about starting a podcast is those first 10 episodes, you will never get that experience back again, because everything after that, you have, like, episode 2. Part of it, the reason why it was so good, is we'll have episodes similar to it, but we'll never get that back again, because we're too experienced now, even after like 10 episodes. So like, really just enjoy and embrace those first couple of episodes. Hi, Grandma. So we're looking for Matthew updates in the next couple of days, hopefully within the next week or so. Um, I'd love to be able to be like, the idea is this pre-show. I'd love to have a Matthew slide and be like, check out Matthew's podcast. So we're getting ready to start the show. So hang out, and we'll see you in about 30 seconds. Hello and welcome to Whimsy Live. It's Mind Pockets. Yes, there was a bit of a freeze situation, but everything seems to be working now. Everything's like, look, uh, a couple of things I think might be it is uh, I'm still playing with the settings a little bit. Like, see, like the quality, the video quality doesn't look any different, does it? So I don't know what the difference is between, like, I've dropped the view, the bit rate down, like not a bunch, but like you would think there would be a difference. What I should do is I should just drop it all the way down to like 100 and see what that looks like, and then put it back up to the 3500 that it's at now. Oh, that would be kind of a fun thing to do. Not today. Um, but we're back. I'm good. So we just had a pre-show. If you guys are just coming in late, Matthew, don't know where you're at. Got some, rewind a little bit. Talk to you, Matthew. Um, we're ready to promote your stuff, man. No rush, but as soon as you're ready, man, we got a slide for you in the pre-show for you. Year three, bunch of stuff happening. There's so much. There's so much. Like, there's always been the idea that Ben does a lot too much almost. But coming into year three, not that I want to start off with a bang, but um, timing wise, I think with a couple of people out of town, uh, be able to. There's some there's we're talking new location stuff. You have to come back Monday. No, there's a mind pocket for it. Um, but I'm just excited to get out of the middle of my living room and trying something different. And it just like it's weird because it all worked out now 3 weeks before the anniversary. So I don't know. Uh, we are mind pockets. This show, I will record a handful, a dozen or so, like 10. I'm averaging 10. Um, for whatever reason, I really like 10. I have done 9 before, but there should be like you guys should guess one day, like when we go through all 10, if I had to phone one in or not. Like knowing that I had 9, I'm like, oh, I need a 10th one. We should guess every once in a while if like the number 10 was a phone in and be like, oh, that fucker just made it up. Like not make it up, but he was really fishing for it. No phone ins this week, so don't call me out on anything this week. But I'm gonna play a bunch of audio of some thoughts and ideas I've had through the week, and then we'll comment on them, hang out in the chats for a little bit. The last couple of weeks, you guys have been hanging out a bunch, so I appreciate you guys. Um, Hammer, he'll be here soon. He he commented that he's a very talky person, so he likes to update the chats a bunch. He's gonna try to hold himself back. Hammer, don't worry about it. You fill out as much as you want on this thing. And if I have to read it out loud, then you guys can all hear me read. But let's go ahead and get the show started. maybe. A couple of weeks ago, I'd mentioned something about weekend at Bernie's. And I swear to you, every week, for like the last 3 or 4 weeks, I have seen some form of weekend at Bernie's reference. Now, because I'm thinking about it, like I'm probably seeing it more. So I need everybody who's listening that if you should happen to have a weekend at Bernie's uh, thing pop up somewhere, let me know. Because I think it'd be interesting if you guys start seeing weekend at Bernie's everywhere. This is the whole premise of Jay Sarge's podcast, Suggested Articles, is while you guys are listening to this live stream on your phone is going to hear Weekend at Bernie's, and then somehow is going to show you Weekend at Bernie's material. I don't know how it works. Um, Legit. John Oliver just had a Weekend at Bernie's bit. Um, Last week I was watching Always Sunny. There's like 3 times recently I've seen a Weekend at Bernie's because like the conversation weeks ago was we need to have like a Library of Congress to store Weekend at Bernie's because it's a valuable reference that I was worried would get lost. Um, Bam, hammer in the chat. But I was worried that as as we grow up, right? Like, does the Weekend at Bernie's generation like die off eventually? So I'm like, we have to keep Weekend at Bernie's like active and alive. But all I've done is see Weekend at Bernie jokes everywhere, and it freaks me out. So as you guys move across your week, whether you're listening to radio reruns of something new, reading an article, if you should find any Weekend at Bernie's reference, you need to email me at whimsy at chasingthewhimsy.com. Because I think it's weird. Um, it was the Halloween episode. I forget the name of it, but because I'm thinking about it, I'll see it more. Or like I don't know, but it just seems like they're everywhere right now. And now I'm going to try to curse you guys with you might start seeing Weekend at Bernie's more often. Now, here, like, for example, if July 1 rolls around and Netflix or like Amazon, they update all of their movies every month, right? Like, point at the fences. What happens if they just release a Weekend at Bernie's on like HBO or Netflix or something? Is just like a random movie. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. We're gonna figure it out. But it freaks me out. It does a little bit. Like I like the idea that the universe cares that much about me that they're like, let's give Ben some more Weekend at Bernie's references. He's gonna blow his like. It's little things like that where like God's a stoner. He's just looking at me and he's like, let's just keep fucking with Ben. Boom, Weekend at Bernie's on a TV show that he's never watched that he watched all 16 seasons of, and we're just gonna drop 2 of them in there. Uh, like it's so weird. I don't know. It's freaking me out, man. When's the last time you guys watched Weekend at Bernie's? And how did okay, okay. I vaguely remember the second movie. I think I like the second movie more than the first one. The second one was when they were in the Caribbean, right? And there was a voodoo spell put on him. So every time the music played, Bernie would get up and dance. Someone look it up real quick. Didn't somebody from Weekend at Bernie's just die? like an actor from Weekend at Bernie's. Um, Weekend at Bernie's died. Uh, when was this? Like I swear somebody recently just passed away that was in the movie. April 11th, Ted Kotcheff, director. The director of Weekend at Bernie's died April 11th. That was roughly, oh my God, Megan, do I have a superpower that if I randomly talk about somebody, like the guy who directed it, probably not. That's Megan's superpower. And I'm not going to say anything. It's not transferable. Um, yeah, that's weird. When did I talk about Weekend at Bernie's? Because if it was like right before April 11th, I'm going to lose my mind. I wish I did better descriptions of these. Oh, hold on. Is there a way to get better descriptions on these after the fact? There is, but I don't know. I don't know. Because I would like to be able to search the catalog better for what happened during the episode versus the description I put in pre-episode. So like before we even start, I have a general idea of what the show's about. But any of the stuff we talk about, we never find. All right. Moving on. God, was that the first one?
All
It
right.
was.
So I don't know, but do I need to start learning how to do like these TikTok dances? What what happens when Sophie in a year or two is like, "Let's, hey dad, do a TikTok dance with me"? Obviously, I have to say yes. So should I start practicing now?
So, uh, as I doom scroll, every once in a while you get these weird dances. Like they're a big craze, especially on TikTok. But I'm looking at them, right? So what happens? Okay, so like right now, it's all fun and games, right? So she's dancing. She loves to dance. I got videos of her dancing, right? When she's watching movies. There's there's something super awesome, like just over here, just working on something, and watch a movie, and then she just starts dancing. But she'll get to a point where she's like, "Dad, let's like somewhere she'll find like a short or like I'm not saying that she's gonna be on TikTok a bunch when she's like 7, but kids find this stuff. So there's gonna be a dance, and she's like, I want to learn that dance. So then I'm like, oh, uh, the movie with Charlie Day. Charlie Day has a kid, and he ends up like at the end. Spoiler: he does the dance with his daughter for the talent show. So it's like one of those things where she's gonna be like, Dad, you and I got to learn this dance. And then I'm like, I don't know, I can't dance. I got zero rhythm of any kind. Um, but there, I think this is the end of year 2, looking year 3 uh, problem that I'm having is I just keep looking forward. So I'm looking at like, what are we gonna do year 3? Couple of cons, couple of other things. Then I'm like, oh shoot, man, I'm gonna have to learn to dance. Like I'll enjoy doing it, but it's one of those of like I have like, ooh, I guess I'm gonna be super nervous for the first little bit. But she's gonna be like, Dad, we gotta do a dance. And then I gotta do like, I don't even know any good examples right now. I lied. There's the it falls down this rabbit hole of like I don't think they're Korean, but these Asian dances. What is it? Chicken banana? Like like Google chicken banana when we're done, right? And then I'm like, what if Sophie's like, let's do the chicken banana dance? And I'm like, I'm gonna have to do the chicken banana dance. It's gonna be fun. It'll be interesting. So if she wants to, I think I got you. But I think we have to do it here and not in front of people until she's like, "We're gonna put it online." I'm like, "No, you can't. You can't put it online." That's what I go viral for. Is oh, look how cute Sophie is, and look at this guy, this mess, fool. It's like the fool and the cute kid, which I'm totally fine with. Uh, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I think that's all I got. Um, I am working on slowing down a little bit in between each one, just in case Hammer wants to jump in with his 2 paragraph, comment. I don't want to go too far ahead. So, um,
Oh my god, genius! I just realized as I'm putting the award show together that the end of this thing, any of the supporting shows, like uh, like whatever show gets nominated for best supporting, I could technically now advertise it as an award-winning podcast. How fucking cool is that?
100%. How, like, okay. All right. All right. So we have, uh, so we have the Whimsy Awards coming up, right? There's the section for best supporting show. So we have Nooners, Mind Pockets, Whimsy Z. We technically have the 2 comics on there, right? If Nooners, for whatever reason, wins either the first year or the second year for best supporting show of Chasing the Whimsy, I then update the pre-show and I update all the social posts as Monday at noon, award-winning show, Whimsy Nooners at noon. So people will be like, "Whoa, award-winning!" Now it's not a Webby or a podcast award, right? It is a fucking Whimsy award, but it is technically an award-winning show. How amazing is that? Like it's genius to me for like the marketing standpoint of it. Like like Whimsy Nooners, 3 years in a row, award winning. Like I take it for days, because then I start reaching out to people. Right? Hey, let me come on your podcast. Uh, I host an award winning podcast. Oh man. So okay, now as we're coming up with this, because the show's like 90% put together, how do we make Chasing the Whimsy an award? Because there's only the best episodes, host, guests, but Chasing the Whimsy proper technically doesn't get any acknowledgement for itself as a podcast. Only the support shows. Best original podcast or best flagship podcast of Whimsy, and it just wins every year because it's the only one that fits the category. I don't know, but I'm excited that in the next 3 week in 3 weeks I will be able to one, possibly two different shows that we do somewhere throughout the Whimsyverse. They're technically an award winning. Uh, how many Oscars to the Oscars win? The Oscars don't. Oscars win Emmys for like TV production. Um, Whimsy OG is the Oscar of podcasting. I know, right? So, but I need a nice like category intro. Like I need a if we're going to present the Chasing the Whimsy as an award, because like during the Oscars they only do movies, and during the Emmys the Oscars get nominated, but like the Emmys never get nominated for their own show. But when they do get nominated, it's always for like production or like stage design of some kind. Uh, I know, but I need to put on the like I need to reprint this and say award-winning podcast, chasing the whimsy. Like I could just put it on there, but that'd be a lie because there's technically no award yet that it's won, as opposed to the one that we give to the other supporting shows. Uh, Best show of the Whimsyverse. So what does the banner? So um, chasing the whimsy, like award. Uh, okay, okay. So when they talk about movies, right, or TV, it's this show won 6 Emmys, but you never say what category it is. So Chasing the Whimsy is going to win 6 awards, right? Okay, okay. I like that too. Whimsy Studios Best Production. So, um, be like, yeah, Chasing the Whimsy technically won 6 awards last year. You're like, oh, for what? You're like, oh, Liam moment, year one, year two, Ben moment, year one, year two, and best episodes, year one and year two. And they're like, who'd you guys compete with? All the other episodes from Chasing the Whimsy. Um, it will be interesting later when if we can get more podcasts in. Um, it would be cool. Like I would put Chasing the Whimsy up against. So if Matthew's podcast comes in, does does he go as like a supporting show? Like we'd have to play with the categories. Obviously, we got 2 years to figure it out. So Matthew podcast comes in. He plays with us. He's Whimsy. He's Whimsy Studios. We nominate him for an award. Would it be against Chasing the Whimsy as main show in case he did something separate, or would it be like no, because he started his own podcast and now he's on the podcast network. So he wouldn't be a guest. Um it would be like best overall Indie newbies need the shot at best new production. I agree. I'll give him that one. Supporting podcast role, I think would work. But it's weird because I don't want to say that Matthews is a support when it's his own thing just within the network, right? Um, so it would be like, okay, so it would be like best show on Whimsy Network, and it would be Whimsy, Matthew, Megan, Lord of the Rings. We have 2 years to play with it. We don't even have Matthew yet, so like, uh, you can't put them up against Whimsy proper until they have a year under their belt. Okay, but if we do this by yearly, biannual, okay, so 25, so in 27, in theory, right? I know you vote for Matthew. To be fair, Matthew's podcast sounds amazing. Because it was, and a lot of it is just is is the idea behind the award show. Like most of the award shows, is not which one is better. It's to kind of highlight the cool things other people are doing. So I don't want to be like one of those things where I'm like I wouldn't feel bad if Matthew won, but at the same time, I don't want it to be like, well, obviously I didn't win because it's Ben's podcast thing. Um, we will see, and I'm fine with leaving Chase. No, because I really want to give it. I want to call it an award-winning podcast. Um, but like these are kind of the because I think the idea right would do the award show that goes out, and then be like, hey, come play with Whimsy Studios, uh, and then like they can see all the stuff that we've done, and then know that we'll give props where they are and we'll promote and everything else. Um, Somehow Matthew already won an award. He hasn't even started yet. Matthew, I don't know when or if you're ever going to see this. You've already won an award, so you just need to come hang out, play 2027. You got best new show. Oh, because Kevin Smith, when he started Smodcast, it was Smodcast, Tell him Steve Dave, Blowhard, and like plus one per diem. So like Kevin Smith, when he started his, he had like multiple shows. And Tell him Steve Dave was the number one, like the number two best or most downloaded. So there's a way. So Matthew would win year three for best new, best return show. Okay, that would be probably would work. And then Chasing the Whims, you can jump in for best returning show and then compete against all the others. But the first year we get Matthew, Joanne, Megan's Lord of the Rain book or podcast, then those don't have to compete against us for their first year because they're best new episode or best new podcast. Somehow I've already planned 2 years in advance. But it is interesting. I just want we'll figure it out. To be fair, Chasing the Winds, it doesn't need the award because we all know it's fucking amazing. Um, because we also give best episodes. So I'm okay with Chasing the Whimsy not being advertised as award winning because trust me, I'll find a way to work it in there. Award winning co host? That would work. We'll see. It'll be interesting. So um, we we'll parking lot this for a year and a half until we have more podcasts, and then we can worry about the the verbiage in which we hand out awards.
I don't feel as tired as I guess I am. I fell asleep. So I'm sleeping, and my alarm goes off, and I get up and look at it, and it said 10:57. I panic, and I thought I was 12 hours late for night job, and not realizing I'm 30 minutes early for day job. Like I almost flat out called out 12 hours early, thinking I was 12 hours late.
You ever do that? Uh, I will 100% come back to Kelly in that particular comment. Um, you fall asleep, you wake up, and then I do this more than I do it all the time. You wake up and you're like, is it AM or PM? Woke up 100%. I thought that because I leave the house by like 10:20, like at the latest. Like I try to leave a little earlier than that. So when I wake up and I see 10:57, I'm like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be at work in 3 minutes. So I'm like, I gotta call in. And then as I get up, I still can't see because I got the blackout windows, the curtains, and none of my clocks have AM and PM on them. Oh my god, they don't. None of my clocks have AM and PM. You and you think the next century? Absolutely yes. And you think it's the next century? Yes. Uh Fucking lost my mind. And I had like it was funny because I sat there and I tried to remember what day it was, and then I was like, did I work at the other place? Because oh, here's what I do. Here's how I try to determine what time of day it is. Is what was I doing just before? Like I try to remember what I was doing when I fell asleep. So it's I just got home from the morning and went to sleep, or I just got off work the night and I just went to sleep. So I'm trying to remember like what job I was just at. It freaked me out for a minute because it's not uncommon for me to have like my mom could double check, but it's like every like 3 or 4 years it happens. where I'll sleep through everything. Like mom's had to come knock on the door, wake me and Liam up a couple of times. Like it's only happened twice in the last couple of years. So it's like every like 3 years, we'll both oversleep and I'll lose like 12 hours. They use the 24-hour format. Yeah, but when I wake up, I don't want to be like 9 minus 12, 7. Um, the only real way to tell time right now, and it's 2030. Ugh. I get mixed up in the 20s. I can handle 19 really well. Um, switch your phone to 24. I'm not going to switch my phone to 24-hour. Like, come on. Let's get realistic here. I'm not going to do that. I'll just randomly call off 12 hours early and then go to work and they're like, I thought you called in late. I'm like, no. uh, yeah, every once in a while, I'll, like really oversleep. It's, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but we don't play with the metric system. Um, there's got to be a way to show AM and PM. Well, you know what? I got two producers on this show. Someone needs to be googling this shit for me real quick. Um, the which is funny is if I woke up at 10:57, it was before my alarm went off, and that's why I panic. No, see, oh, okay, that's what I was trying to get at. Is I shouldn't panic because I would like. I don't know. Never mind. Okay, if we go back a little bit before, like the previous one, um, I literally just talked to my boss about this yesterday. We used to do these Kanban meetings at work. So um, it's a visual organizational chart thing. And the way I had set it up was three different categories that we were going to work at work. And then you write down different tasks and you put them in like three different parking lots of um, like schedule and then working and then finish type thing. So um, I used to run these meetings like twice a week for like a year. These things were amazing. They were the most fun I've ever had, and I never recorded them because we weren't allowed to. Now I literally just talked to my boss about it, and I was like, I wish we could still do that. And I still think of ways to see if I can try to find a way to Kanban stuff. But man, that is the most fun I've ever had in my life. Kept things organized, which is weird because I'm barely organized. I have a calendar over here that hasn't changed since one of Grandma's recordings. uh, normal AM is playing. PM has red dots. Oh shit! So now I gotta memorize colors. Hey, I can handle that. Someone. Okay, we're just gonna sit here until. All right. Oh, that's super cool. I didn't even know that. You guys are all so much smarter than me. Um, Grandma, man. Shh. Uh, I don't want to spoil anything, but Grandma might have a nomination for an upcoming award. Maybe. Uh, but moving on.
I'm having some fun. Got some videos from JJ for of JJ of JJ doing his taekwondo and bow staff, and uh, I cut a couple, three different videos together and threw some music behind it. Looks pretty cool. I don't know if I can. You might have to come back Monday to see them. We'll see. But yeah, it was totally fun. I hope he likes them.
All right. A handful of you have sent the playlist of JJ Taekwondo bow staff videos. I put some music behind it, some graphics. Um, they looked really cool, and I very much enjoyed doing them. Um, I'll ask Nikki if I could play one or two of them on Monday. Um, but what was interesting was we played with video before, but it was fun to be able to take these three. How do I make three? These three different videos, and I had to like crop them, move it around a little bit. But I was able to add. Um, there is technically three, five, six different effects that are on those videos. You probably can't figure out where the fifth one is, but there's technically six, which is super cool. Um, but I like the idea of making JJ like a like a trailer of some kind of like all of his bow staff. I've not heard if you he was out of town this week, so I don't even know if he's seen him yet. Nikki's not even hanging out with us in the chats. Um, Hammer, Hammer's amazing. He apologized for the long. Okay, so Lasagna's like, hey, FYI, Ben doesn't like to read, so quit putting so much like big long stuff in the chats. And I'm like, hey man, you do you, and I'll handle it. So, but it was this idea of like you don't want to slow the show down because Ben has to read. But then the funniest thing in the world is the fucker just texted me a conversation that we had like fucking like 20 minutes ago, like before the show started, and now I'm reading this, and now he's distracting me via the text instead of the via the chat. Oh, Hammer, you're the best, dude. Oh my god. Okay. Fuck, I don't even know where we're at. Videos. So, um, I'll play one or two with. Oh, I don't even know if I can play one or two because the music is all copyrighted. So like YouTube's gonna shut me down. I'm gonna play one next week, Monday, just so you can see it. But they were really cool. Um, very simple. I didn't do it in Canva. Canva had a few restrictions um, based off the size of the video, and I don't have the premium version of it, so I wasn't able to use all of the effects. But it was fun. It was JJ bow staffing. Get some lightning bolts, right? Nod to fucking his cool kid diary artwork, and then some more lightning. And then I tried to go with some more anime. Like it was fun. They were cute. It was just kind of fun to be able to play with that stuff. Expanding my portfolio into uh, weird video thingies. All right, we got a commercial. Hang out for a second. We'll be right back.
Go check out Whimsy with a Z, the podcast from Chasing the Whimsy. Whimsy with a Z is a brand new podcast where they meet and hang out with 6 teenagers each month to get to know what it's like to be a Generation Z in today's day and age. They'll discuss summer, first days of school, and maybe dive into the struggles that most teens face, but maybe not talk about. Join along as they break down the generation gap and better understand what it's like to be Generation Z. That's Whimsy with a Z. Chasing Whimsy, talking to Generation Z. A few new episodes up for you to listen to already, and make sure you subscribe to be notified of future releases. Whimsy with a Z is a podcast for teens by teens, but parents are welcome and encouraged to also listen. You can stream it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and at the website chasingthewhimsy.com. That's Whimsy with a Z, the podcast. Go stream, download, and subscribe today.
Sad day. The guy who wanted to buy the piano has since canceled. He said he doesn't have the space or time, or I don't know. I mean, I get it, but I did get someone randomly. Yeah, one guy cancels, and then literally within like 12 hours, I get an update that says maybe try this place to buy your piano. Weird.
The universe knows that I have plans. Like all of it is just freaking me out. We're coming up on the end of year 2 into year 3. We know we got to get rid of this piano. Then it's like, just kidding, but then maybe check over here. And then, like, the post has been up for 2 weeks. So, out of nowhere, like, how did this person know to reach out to me to say, reach out to this website. They buy pianos. Like that, like in theory, I should have taken the post down if it sold. Agreed. But we're still in that negotiation phase, right? So, like, when does somebody go 3 weeks into a post and be like, "Hey, FYI, check out this website"? Not like, "Hey, is it still available?" Like, it was. Oh, I don't know. It was super weird to get it canceled, and then same day, somebody else was like, "Try this place," freaking me out. And it's like, okay, so part of it is right. I had to like adult up and actually post the piano. So that's why, like, I get that, like, posting the piano is doing what it's supposed to do, which is someone's interested. But then it goes too far when it's like, I'm interested, just kidding. FYI, try this place. Suspect universe. That's all I got. I currently still have a piano.
Just got the awards for the Whimsy Awards. So we're doing the award show, and then all of the winners could potentially win a Oscar style award. So those came in. Nikki's painting them now. So follow the Patreon. I'll post a picture of one or two of them, like early next week.
Picked up an extra Patreon sub recently. But yes. Okay, so here's the weird thing is, in theory, I don't need to make awards. I could just fucking tell you you won an award and you're gonna be happy about it, right? So like, but yeah, we have awards. So the award show slowly falling apart as far as like how we're recording it. Don't worry about that. But if we do a video version and the nominees are and the winner is, and then I would hand you an award. They're cute looking. They're interesting. Um, but yeah, just little keepsakes for the winners to be like, hey, look at that. You have an award. I just thought it was cute. To be fair, they weren't expensive at all. Um, Ironically, the least expensive thing I've bought whimsy related in a while. But we are now also looking at, so now we have awards for those. So now I got a similar image of the award, and I'm gonna go smaller with it, and we're gonna make whimsy gauntlet tokens. So when you play the gauntlet, you now get a gauntlet token. She she reached out today, so she's ready to. She can handle the new order. So I just got to figure out how many I want. So we got to figure out who has all done a Whimsy Gauntlet. So that way I can obviously order those. Uh, Megan, Sarge, Ming, Walt, Sophie. Who else is there? Courtney, maybe. Courtney, I think played. So there's like about 10. So I got to order those 10, and then I want to make sure I have extras. So when we go to the con and stuff, like how cool would it be, like uh Whimsy Gauntlet on the road, and then hand out awards. So uh it's cool. We're rounding out the last of the year 2 stuff. Um because year 3 is going to new location setup. So um I like it though. It was cool. It was good times.
All right, got some update. It is official. I found somebody to come get the piano on Monday and pay for it. So uh, this is fantastic. It is confirmed. I got emails. It's scheduled. So we just got to just have to clean so they're easy in and out for this piano. But it looks like it is officially unofficially sold.
How fucking cool is that? Um I sent pictures. They emailed. I sent more pictures. I got more than the original person offered on the neighbor app. So the money I get for the piano is going to new desk and like quasi setup, right? Um, I don't know yet. I haven't spent anything. I haven't bought anything yet. Um, a lot of it is let's clear out the space and let's figure out how much room I actually have to play with. Um, so I kept talking about new location. We're going to be moving from uh, house middle of kitchen or middle of the living room to uh, old piano lot next to kitchen. Um, but whatever the setup is, I've already in my head started thinking about uh, doing a kitchen cam, right? Because we got like you can't see kitchen now. We got kitchen here, the kitchen. We're gonna bring kitchen back. We haven't seen him since year one. Um, I always saw him in the Bend There video. So um, Monday gone, and then like this, it's weird and uh, it didn't. Okay, so a couple like two things, right? So like when I sit down and think about it for a minute, there's this idea, right? I love the idea of moving locations because there's potential over there. It's not literally in the middle of my living room. We want to do the vision board, right, for the background or a portion of the background. So with it behind a desk in the corner of the right, it's easier to leave things hanging up, right? Because I got a Bojack painting hanging up, so like I can have stuff hanging and it would stay. So the like I'm very excited to move locations, right? But then we also know that Ben is very like sentimental about weird shit, right? Ben goes to the bowling alley and then fucking starts crying because he misses fucking the days he's working at the bowling alley. Um, I'm not crying yet about it, but like it sucks because I wish Liam was around. He just got back from Colorado, so he's been busy. He's going to go to Fargo soon, right? But I've had zero visitors here. Fuck all, like in forever. So I'm sitting here updating stuff, realizing that I'm going to be moving locations, and I have no one to be sentimental with me. That the original setup, like I've sat in this spot for 2 years for like 90% of all the recordings I've ever done. And like the part of me is like, I'm gonna miss it. Like this was girl, looking at me like fuck you, Ben. Like you're moving 6 feet to one direction. It's not like I'm moving one building to the next. Uh, should we, I think we should. I totally think so. I don't know what the new setup is. I don't even know if this transitions all the way over. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, because I don't know how it's going to affect the vision board. We'll figure it out, right? We have the smaller one over there, but once we okay, so I clear out all of this space, right? Where's this hand? Here it is. So we clear out all of this space. So now I get hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. I get 40 square feet back. And then obviously this wall is big enough. I could totally green screen this thing. So as I start playing with more green screen, now I have like a full green screen, like I have no desk, so I can stand. Like I could do like oh, that's my second camera angle. I get a second camera, so I'm at the desk. I'm all over the place, so bear with me. Fuck this, right? I'm doing the regular show, and then I'm like, hey, commercial. And then when we come back from commercial, I switch cameras. I come over here to the green screen, and then like a weatherman, I get to do and talk like I could play a video, and I could touch like oh, it would be so much fun. Um, Now we there's like a 50-50. You guys are joking, I think. 100% today and tomorrow I will be shooting some video, right? Um, of the original setup of this setup here. Um, I'm surprised I'm not recording. Fuck, I should have recorded already. But I'm going to record some stuff just so that way, years from now, I'll have some kind of recording of what the original setup in the piano looked like. You could do a slow fade. I like that. I like that hammer. Oh, and then I could do it in like black and white. I don't know if I'll go that far, but yeah, part of me was like, fuck. And like, cause like, I'm curious on like what Liam thinks. Like, I know he'll be happy with the new location, maybe because there's not. I don't know what the space for him will be, but like, is it just me who's gonna be like, oh, I miss the OG spot? Um, we have. Uh, oh shoot, I do have shit. I have our episode 0 and our very first episode recorded with no volume. I just love the idea that I had to specify there was no volume. Oh, there is, weirdly, I was going through a bunch of stuff. I do have some video of this table and us, because before this table, it was the white table that went this way, and then it went this way. And I have, there's a couple of videos with Megan's first episode with Sophie. There's some video and some pictures of me and Liam, both ways. Um, in theory, we still have some of the open house photos. So I think there's enough uh ish like whatever I record over the next 2 days will be enough to cover the original podcast location of Chasing the Whimsy. I don't think it needs to go like super crazy. Roughly, yes, Hammer, roughly about 3.5 minutes if I was to string some stuff together. But maybe I will do that. Whenever I move, that will probably be the first one of the first videos that we put. I'll put in some cool music, we'll fade in, and then we'll put up some pictures, and then we'll have some recordings. Yeah, I'll work on it. We'll figure it out. Um, but interesting stuff. You better pin the wrinkle so the same on the other wall. 100%. Like, um, it's gonna look different in ish. Uh, like there, if I go with the dust, then what happens is I get more space, right? Because like right now, I'm sitting on the side of the table. Uh, I'm like there's one side here where Liam sits, I'm here, and then technically the long end is back over here where the camera's sitting on. Um, so I don't know what the fuck I was trying to get at with this, but yeah. Uh, well, oh, the space. So I'll be able to sit proper behind a desk. The background will have the wrinkle still because like that's we gotta keep that obviously there. Um, but it'll be uh, we'll get a slightly we'll get more than just this. We should start to see a little bit more some space. We'll figure it out. We'll see. That's where the two cameras come in. close up, zoom ins, close ups, and zooms in. Um, it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. I'm excited. Um, but yes, I did have the 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 thought of the. I did think about it to make sure that I recorded something before the piano moves, because after that piano moves, there's almost doesn't exist anymore. We will soon forget that there used to be a piano there for 15 years. End of an era, man.
So I go grocery shopping on Saturdays, and I curbside that stuff, right? Totally cool. When I don't know what, okay, I don't know when or how often they do it, but every once in a while you'll get like a bag of free samples, which is totally cool. So I don't know how to keep getting these free samples, but they get the cool bag and everything. Anyway, um, some of the stuff is interesting. Some stuff I don't know if I'll ever use. And then there's snacks that are plant based, and I don't know how I feel about that. I think they taste normal, but they stick in my teeth different than regular, like pretzels. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I'm going to eat them. They say they're healthy, so I'm going to eat the whole bag. But yeah, interesting. I love those free samples.
We might have a conversation. I have someone on the inside. At some of these places that may or may not know how these free samples are given out. But yeah, I got like water flavor packets. I got some fucking like Ben Gay to rub on my joints because they know I'm old. Cookie, and then these pretzels. They're like, hey, these are healthy pretzels, and they're all like plant based. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. So when I ate them, they tasted fine flavor wise, but texturally, it wasn't as crispy as a regular pretzel is. It was like a weirder pretzel. It was still pretzel, but not crunchy pretzel. I don't know. It was weird. Um, but yeah, man, I got free. I don't even know what kind of. I don't even know what they were. To be fair, the free sample comes with a little flyer in it, and I'm supposed to be able to read the flyer and be like, oh, in case I want more. I don't even know what the fucking name of these things were. Um, they were good enough. But yeah, I do enjoy um old school pretzels are the dude. It is amazing. Like take Sophie grocery shopping, and she's like, you're like, oh hey, for the last 3 weeks you've been eating this snack. Then you're like, hey, you want me to buy you more of said snack? And she's like, no. You're like, well, what do you want? And she kind of just looks around. She does one of these things where she looks pretzels. I'm like, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, the ones with the knot or the sticks. She's like, sticks, dude. And then we come and then she's just like she's big at like one at a time. She gets that from her mom. Like there's like me and Liam, we'll a handful of and just eat like six pretzels at a time. Sophie, one. Uh pretzels, I agree. Pretzels are bomb, dude. Like I'll throw down some pretzels. But these, like, I don't know. They were weird. Uh I'm not gonna go in the trash and find out what they were. You guys all know you've seen them in the places. Uh but dude, I want more free shit is basically what I'm trying to say. The moral of this mind pocket is not so much the pretzel, it's how do I get more free samples? Like, do I need to order earlier in the day? Because like they have X number of free sample bags and they go out to the first 50. Do I need to be one of those first 50? Or is it just like fucking trap, like just a whatever? Maybe. So um, I'm gonna call my person. I'm gonna see if I can get some info on how this free sample bag works. and then get some more. Because like how like that might be a mind pocket pre-show. Be like, here guys, here's my free sample bag, and just go through them. I like it. All right, last one. Buckle up, everybody.
All right, this one's the most random one we've had in a while. All right, so buckle up.
No joke. I can't believe I just fucking said that. Like, like I recorded this thing hours ago. It happened earlier today, so I recorded it. I can't believe I literally just almost verbatim said it word for word. Sit back, buckle up. Like, that's not even a saying that I use that often. It's not even like, oh, it's one of like the four catchphrases Ben has. Like, I'm sorry. I just I just can't believe I was that excited for it. But anyway.
There's got to be a okay. I was doing an AI script thing, and it's the one that uses my voice. So I played it, and it sounds like weirdly like me, but now it's even getting better at my stutters and my ums. Like it's now adding all of that stuff in. All right, so here's a theory. Instead of it being AI, what if it is a different version of me, right? Multiverse stuff. And like, so there's like a Ben B that is doing the same award show, but instead of AI generating it, he's actually trying to voice record it. And my AI is pulling Ben B's live recording that he's doing. So maybe it's not like a computer thing, but it's a multiversal thing. How crazy is that? Yeah, it's been one of those days, guys.
All right, let me see if I can break this down. I have two ways to break it down. The second one would be way easier to understand. We're going to go the long way first. I am recording. So there's conceptually, Marvel has told us that there's infinite number of universes, right? In which there's a version of me doing the exact same thing right now, but slightly different. So what if Ben B is like so the idea is AI is not computer generated. It's multiverse generated. So when I'm AI stuffing, AI stuff, oh man, stuffing, not oh fuck me. Okay. So AI is not a computer generated voice. It's the universe giving me a different version of Ben's voice from a different universe. So if I was going to make a Ben there video, it would be me typing it in, and then this Ben on this side would be from a different universe, reading it out loud, and then he would save it, and then that's what would generate on my side. So when it's processing, it's waiting for Ben Universe B to finish recording to give me his version of it. It's a different take on the multiverse thing, or like different dimensions, and it's a different take on that and AI. Somewhere there's a movie in this that nobody has done yet, right? Because everybody's like, "Oh, AI is all computer. It's Skynet," which is interesting in itself, right? It's all like, but now I'm going one step further to be like, let's complicate it more with introducing the multiverse. Now there's a chance that I'd now definitely now what's interesting is I'm going to try to put it out on Monday. I'll play like 2 minutes of the AI generated script that I needed. When you hear it, uh, we did one for the back rooms, right? And it sounded a little bit weird, but it read pretty straight. A couple words you could tell the AI was like struggling with a couple of words and drug them out a little bit. But for the most part, it read pretty cleanly. The new one that I just did, weird, because it added all my like it's weird in which it followed my pauses. Like the AI has now calculated mathematically how often and where I pause and how often I and it knows what words I struggle with and that I stutter over, like stuffing, not stuffing, but stuff apostrophe ing. Um, it's weird. I'll play a couple minutes on Tuesday on Monday, just so you can hear it because it's like it's now sounding like it could have been me reading it. Like AI, like I get AI is supposed to like mimic my voice and like some of the speech patterns, I guess. But it's legit now reading it as like. Um, I would have to find. Oh, I wonder if I can find the script. Like I should read it myself and like play both of them, and you guys get to figure out was this one AI or was it this one Ben? Ooh, that'd be a fun game to play. All right, maybe. Well, you'll hear it on Monday. Uh, but yeah, like uh, when do I don't even remember when I did that because I uploaded it a while like this weekend, and then I listened to it yesterday. I listened to it yesterday. And it freaked me out because it was like really uncanny. Uh, oh yeah, this could really feed new degree of Ben there. Oh my gosh, there's so much Ben there stuff I have. I don't want like I told Nikki a few things, but oh my, I'm gonna play with so much. Like there's so much stuff I want. The idea that I can get rid of this table and I can have a little bit more space and I can like I can utilize more because I can't utilize literally probably this here I can't utilize really because I'm stuck on this side of the table. So the idea that I have freedom, oh, there's so many cool things I'm gonna play with Ben there. Um, it's going to look really cool in the new location. Um, and then if I however whatever I'm gonna do, it's gonna look fucking fantastic. It's gonna be so cool. But yes, this idea like uh this idea of like the Ben theirs would be I need at least two more things that I do here that is created from a different universe, right? So what else do I AI generate? Because I can't draw. Um, remember anybody remember the Lake House? Sandra Bullock, Keanu Reeves. Is there... Man, this is weird. Is there a way that I could be having a conversation with the different universe Ben, and he talks to me via the I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. I'm going to talk to another Ben. I'm going to talk to Ben B via AI. I don't know. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, we've seen enough movies where they just fucking shoehorn that shit in, right? Like the Lake House. It was they were writing letters, and every time they put it in the mailbox, then the other person would see it in the mailbox. So when's the last time anybody looked at that movie? Now, wait for Netflix. You're going to see boom, like July 1, the Lake House, brand new added like what if you lose a conversation to other Ben? Hmm. We're gonna have to like. So we mentioned that there's gonna be some solo nights where Ben has nothing to do that night or next day because everybody's out of town. make sure your notifications are set up because there could be a 3 a.m. random recording in which I jump on and I work through this. We'll figure it out. That's all I got for the Mind Pockets. We have one more commercial and we'll wrap it up, get you guys out of here.
Think about it.
Hey there, Whimsy fans! We wanted to take a moment away from the fun to express how much your support and contributions mean to us. If you're liking what you're hearing from us so far, we'd like to invite you to show us some love on our new Patreon. Starting at just $1 a week, you can help us keep the whimsy coming. That's not just our podcast, but live streams and new projects on the horizon as well. All members get special shout out during our live streams. If you're comfortable giving a little more, please take a look at our gift tier. These gifts are hand-picked by the Whimsy crew to bring more curiosity, fun, and whimsy to you as thanks for your support. Every little bit counts, and whether you support us by listening and subscribing to our podcasts, holding court on our lives, or subscribing to our Patreon, thank you for helping us keep the magic alive and the mics on. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/chasingthewhimsy, or follow the link on our YouTube channel at Chasing the Whimsy. Thank you again for all the support. Whimsy!
Come back Monday for sure. The ad that you just heard, I almost promise you, was AI generated. Some of the stuff, what's in my pocket for Monday, I might have a couple new ads that I kind of did myself-ish, maybe. We'll see. Patreon, though. Andy, Nikki, in your family. Megan, your family. Joyce Ann, Ender Frog, EC1, Gooster, Violet, Dad, Courtney, Kit, and Lasagna Hammer. Hey, thank you guys for supporting. You guys are OG. I hope one day that we can squeeze like twice as many, 3 times as many names next to yours. I'd love to share the space with you guys. We're slowly getting there, and I think year 3 we're going to see some positive changes in this area. But thank you guys. I know most of you, some of you might get the alerts and the emails about Patreon updates. Take 2 seconds, go look at it, because I'm putting up like advertising, like a mark your date or mark the date for stuff coming up in July. I'm going to be putting up the trophies on there. So I've been pretty good about trying to keep content on there. I think moving into year 3, so the idea is I have to start training you guys to go on there when you get those notifications, because moving into year 3, possible we start seeing some more like Patreon exclusive content. So some of the maybe behind the scenes stuff might go onto the Patreon side, start adding some value to the Patreon stuff. So it should be fairly easy. You click the thing, scroll down, hit the YouTube link. You can see the new video or whatever it was. But leave some comments, interact, let's hang out. I'm trying to pull more people in, right? So I need you guys get in there, hit some hearts, hit some comments. Let's build the community so when people come over, they're like, "Oh, look how nice people are," right? Matthew needs to know that we're all friends and hanging out. But yes, Patreon. We are also raising some money. There it is. We're halfway there through the. We're just a little bit behind, but it's okay. Totally fine. By the end of the year, we're going to hit this thing. We've already raised $249 for second charity. I've already donated, committed a portion of money to the school again. So if you're like, hey, why do I want to sign up for the Patreon and pay $4 a month? Boom, because you're going to help out and you get some exclusive content. You're going to hang out. We're going to have some fun. But I appreciate every you guys helping out. So it was a kind of like a real spur of the moment thing last year when I came up with this. And for the most part, I think it's success. Like, I think any idea, the idea of, even if we get $0 more, the idea that we can raise $300 to help out a charity, good enough for me. So, um, we have a goal. We don't hit it next year. We hit it, but I think we'll definitely hit this goal. To be fair, we still got a bunch of months left, and we got new people coming in. It's gonna be amazing. That's all I got for you guys. I wish my thing had a volume control on it. I mean, I guess I could just set up the show that everything's the same volume, but it's not, and I don't know how to fix it yet. We are done with Mind Pocket 64. July. You got another week before we hit July. We have a new yearbook. If you want, you want the yearbook? Technically, you might be able to buy it on Amazon, maybe, but I don't know. Worst case, sign up for the Patreon this month, and then in July, and I'll mail you a copy of the year 2 yearbook. It looks really, really good. It's done. We're just looking for a forward and some stuff on the back. If anybody, whoever watching it now or later, you have until, what did I say, the 25th? The 25th. So this weekend through the 25th, if you would like to email me any congratulations, any thank yous, or any comments that you want to go in this book, send me an email, whimsy@chasingthewhimsy.com before the 25th. And we'll put your stuff, any of your little letters, in the back of the book. So I'm going to write a nice thank you to all of you. A couple of other things I'm working on. We got the forward coming. But if anybody else was like, hey, thanks for the awesome adventure, keep up the good, whatever it is you want to be in the book, email me before the 25th. If it's the 25th, you're fucked. You might get put into a soft cover that I may or may not be making. I don't know. We're only doing the hardcover right now. So I'm just throwing it out there just in case anybody's interested. I don't expect many people to do it, but if you want to, I don't know what the word is, immortalize yourself in a piece of Whimsy merch, best place to do it. Hammer's like, I don't know, whatever Hammer says. It'd be this long. That's all I know. Email me, boom, I'll throw it in the back of the book, tag you for it and just say, I think it would be kind of cool, for me when we go back and look at it, or people who see it can see some of the other things that you guys, like year 3 will be really cool if we can get more Whimsy stuff, like more Whimsy Studios. So like Matthew, maybe he puts a nice little thing in the back, and then whoever else. And, so just throwing it out there because we're all Whimsy. You guys you guys make cool shit. We got hand sanitizers and pens and shirts. So why not drop me down a couple of lines? Boom, we throw that shit in the back of the book. That's all I got for you. 9:20. It's not so bad. Hour and a half. I don't know what Monday looks like. Let's be fair. Like, I have some ideas. I got to structure it and trying to make it look like I didn't phone it all the way in. But Matthew, I don't know if you're gonna watch this later or if you watched it now. Like, we'll see. Let's have a good time. You guys will see you guys on Monday, and then I'll see you guys next Saturday for Mind Pocket 65. You guys have a good night. Thank you, Whimsy.